I'm now here at the library. Many of us are wondering what's going on the San Diego, California border. I'm here to show a little bit of a different perspective, behind the scenes, if you will. This is Jerry Brown. He is our governor. He has been our governor for 4 terms. His sister is governor of Oregon. Jerry Brown, according to Wikipedia, went to Jesuit school. Now, I have this book from a Catholic church. The Jesuits. Jerry Brown is a Jesuit. It says in this book, Jesuits, the builders of globalization. Jerry Brown is a Jesuit. His father was also governor of California. Now we're wondering who these people are. I found this lovely little gem called Danubia. And Danubia, this book right here, is a book about Europe. Okay? Why am I reading you a book about Europe when we're talking about the border crisis involving California and Mexico? Well, here we go. Jerry Brown has been our governor for 4 terms. 4 terms. His sister is governor of Oregon. His father was governor of California. I think that's awfully strange. Well, let's look at this book called Danubia. It talks about the Habsburgs. And I won't read you everything it says in this book. It's a long read. But I want to just show you some of the pictures and see if you see any strange coincidences about these families. You see that? You see that face? Okay. Let's look at another picture. We're wondering who these people are. And please excuse me for the lo-fi, but I'm doing my best here. I'm going to show you a little picture right here in the beginning of the book. They say that politics is theater. These guys right here. This is the political show we're watching. This is how they run the game. It's their little song and dance. So when we look at our politicians and what they're doing, this has been going on for a long time. And what this book is describing, oh, here he is. Here's Jerry Brown. And here's a historical figure right here. Heir Vector. You guys seeing this? Isn't that funny? Here's this guy. And then here's this guy. That's some pretty strange stuff. Jerry Brown is a Jesuit. It says right here, the Jesuits are builders of globalization. Why does Jerry Brown not want to do anything with our border? Isn't that funny? Here's something else I want you guys to look at. You guys ever heard of the Virgin of Guadalupe? There she is. You see that moon she's standing on? Right there? There's a woman in a hijab. This is the halal symbol. You guys seeing this? So the closer we get to the top of the pyramid, whether it be the Catholic Church or Islam, they're all the same people. See that guy? He's one of our monarchs. Okay? I'm going to go up. And these are our oligarchs. These are the people that are behind the scenes selling us like we're so many cattle. See, they think that we're their property, you see? So we wonder, why is our state so messed up? They're liquidating their corporation. I'll show you another little picture. Does that look familiar? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the two-party system. You see on the very bottom here? I wonder what that means. Well, from the top down to the bottom, this is how our state machine works through the two-party system. And then on down through culture, through media, then down to us plebs at the very bottom. You understand? Let me show you another little picture that you might find interesting. Give me a little time here. This is a map of San Diego. And I'm going to show you a paper map because it's easier to see on this computer. Okay? Notice what it says right there. It says Golden Triangle. Okay? Right there, Coronado means the crown. So America's finest city. You have the jewel, you have the Golden Triangle, you have the crown. And if you notice these roads here, they form the points of a crown. The Golden Triangle, this point, that point. There's an eye and a nose and a mouth. Okay? Everything that we consume is brought into that harbor in symbology. Why is this important? Well, this is how our state works. This is the mechanism by which things happen. This here is America's finest city. There she is. Yeah, we're going to get to genetic terrorists here in a second, Mr. Clergy Plan. You notice something right there? You notice that crown? There's the jewel and the golden triangles of this crown. And right here, we're talking about this young woman's arranged marriage. Well, who's she getting arranged to now? Well, San Diego, America's finest little princess city, is going to be wedded to Mexico. So they'd like to see. So I'm just noticing these strange coincidences in symbology and history, and I look at things how they are today. What's happening? There she is. Does any of that look familiar, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to show you another little something. We're going to get to the nitty-gritty of who's inviting all these strange people into our country. You guys want to see it? Well, give me a second here and we'll show you. Okay? And you know what? Since Google is, and we'll look up maps. Okay, there's our finest city, San Diego. And who is inviting these people in? Okay. Now, we have the Jewish Family Services Center. Let's see what they're about. There they are. These folks are inviting the world into America. You guys want to visit the page? Oops. All righty. Let's see what they're all about. So here's their website. Oh, a second, where are we? You notice they're right here in the middle of San Diego, by the way. Bear with me. I'm going to try to just go straight to their website. Seems their page has changed a little bit up on me. I don't know what they're... Hold on a second. I don't know why I did that, but we're going to go right to their page. Lordy, lordy, I am such a Luddite. I would like any of you guys to go ahead and check it out for yourselves, but I'm just going to... Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Jackpot. Now, what kind of programs do we have? Or how do you want to volunteer? You see this, guys? Oh, here we are. Refugee and immigration. So, ladies and gentlemen, do you see that right there? We have DACA. We have refugee reception and placement. We have general immigration services. This right here is the very hub. The hub of it all, refugee services. Isn't that interesting? So they're giving them refugee services, job placement, legal aid, and all of the above. Rapid response. So, again, this is all very basic research. This is not high conspiracy. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Razor Queen. So again, we're going to go ahead to the maps right now, and we're going to see how obvious all this is. Okay? So here's Terrasana right here. We'll go ahead and zoom in. Okay? That means the Saint's Crown, by the way. Oops. We're going to zoom into the Saint's Crown, the Terrasana. I'm going to show you why this is important. Okay? Yeah, that's right. See, I'm not really going to say much. I'm going to let you guys draw your own conclusions from what I'm telling you or showing you. So here we are at Balboa Avenue. And we're going to get a satellite image right here. And I want you to notice something kind of peculiar. Who are they next to? They're next to Raytheon, Integrated Defense. They're next to Embry Aeronautical University. Brightwood College. And American Red Cross, Blood Services. And somewhere in this complex is the International College of Business. Now, the International College of Business, if you know what a college is outside from a learning institution, the college is a privileged group of people. I want you to notice. Do you know what that says right there? That says Montgomery Gibbs International Airport. So our overlords get to fly in and out of this airport. And if you look carefully, there's all kinds of roads that go to these complexes and colleges, and they don't even have to go on the surface streets. Isn't that interesting, ladies and gentlemen? I think it's interesting. So Jerry Brown, Lord Moonbeam, our Golden Sanctuary state god, long may he reign, is these people's lackey. He's their puppet. And here is Tirasana just to the east, okay? They're right there in the crown, the saint's crown, in their own little community. Now, if anybody knows San Diego, they know that Tirasana is its own little island. You have the Marine Corps base up here. You have a park here. And the way this topography is that this community is very defensible territory. So they have their own community. All they have to do is just go right down the road. They have their own airport. They have their own college and their own hotels. And that's how it's laid out. They are right there in the middle of San Diego. And here's the points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like a crown. Just like the crown and a tiara. Here's Coronado, the crown. And that's how it is. Very basic, ladies and gentlemen. That is the blueprint for our rise and fall. These are the people that are selling us out. Thank you for bearing with me and being patient. And you guys have a wonderful evening. Have a good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, this is just to encourage everybody to do their own research because it's all happening right in front of our faces. If anybody has any questions or comments, you're more than welcome to leave them. Please like and subscribe. And again, bear with my lo-fi. I'm just a Luddite. And I'm just doing my best to show everybody what they're all doing in front of our faces. This isn't high conspiracy. They're open for business, and you can even go in and say hello. Volunteer. That's the truth, ladies and gentlemen. They're rubbing it in our faces. They're old criminal families. They're old criminal syndicates that are running our state, running our country. They're not hiding. They're doing it right here in front of our faces. Now, I could go down and muck it up with everybody at the border distraction or the border hall de raw, but I just decided to do something a little different. Once again, to go behind the scenes and share this with everybody. America's finest city. You see that? And I want you guys to also notice a strange coincidence as well. All these breweries sprouting up next to the bases and military. So our best and brightest kids are always partying and they're always drunk, like a bunch of spoiled little debutantes. And we're wondering why things are going sideways. Because these guys right here are globalists. You see that? They're all in bed with each other. They're all related to each other. Jerry Brown and his family are basically these guys. These guys are the guys who are running our state, our country. These are the guys who think that we're their property. Here he is. And what this book gets into, and I won't get into it right now, is he describes how these countries are set up, and these folks change name, rank, and serial number, set up a corporation, make their money, and then when things become too complicated or too diversified, as many corporations do, they just fold up shop and scurry on like little crabs. And then once the dust settles, they start another corporation. Their latest venture is called America. And these guys have California and Oregon. I mean, doesn't that look like Jerry Brown? I think it does. Doesn't that look like our two-party system? You see that? That's our two-party system. And once again, I'll show you America's finest city, San Diego. Let me look at her. Is everybody excited? Isn't this wonderful? Here we go. There she is. There's the La Jolla, the crown, the jewels, and here's our spoiled little debutante. Our Spanish Infanta, Margarita Teresa. And now she's being wed. And if you guys could see the picture a little clearly, you can see that the ground beneath her feet is cracked, parched. You can see that this guy here is back here in the shadows, just looking off, going, what the heck? What's going on? So even though she's extravagant and beautiful, the land around her is parched, used up. Just like San Diego, parched, beaten up and used up. And this is how they hold on to power. And yes, these are the same people. Razor Queen. So I hope everybody's enjoying this little presentation. And again, please bear with the lo-fi. I am a Luddite. And I'm just another person putting together another little piece of the puzzle. And we are live, so none of this has been scripted or pre-planned. Doesn't she kind of look like she could be Jerry Brown's kid? I mean, tell me if I'm just hallucinating, but doesn't she look like she could be Jerry Brown's kid? Or maybe Jerry Brown could be her great-great-great-great-grandfather. I don't know. But this little song and dance has been done before. Many, many times before. So I showed you the Jewish family services and how they're all about inviting everybody in. And how they have their own airport. Oh, by the way, let me show you this again. You see this crown? You see those feathers? You see that symbology? Those feathers are flight. That's our international trade and travel, our airplanes. That crown and those jewels, well, those are our pearls of wisdom. And I had a dream about this girl. I had a dream that this young woman became intoxicated, fell off the world stage, and all the men below her grabbed her in the darkness. Let me show you America's finest city and how it's being more or less pimped out to the world. See? This is a tourist pamphlet for San Diego. Is there anything in San Diego? Let's see how what they think about us. It's all about eat, drink, and be merry. You see that right there? Did you look at that? Yeah. You notice something kind of funny there? It's always kind of popping up. This little theme, just that's just a constant rub. I don't know if somebody would care to tell me why I'm always seeing this and what I'm pointing out, because I'm not going to say it, but this has been more or less the constant rub. The arranged marriage or whatever they're trying to push. Our old globalists wanting to marry off our little princess to the world. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Razor Queen. And as I showed you the two-party system and how politics flows downhill from culture. So this is what we regard as culture now at our theater. High culture. And this is how San Diego is represented. Just a bazaar. Just some world bazaar where everybody comes and shops, parties and drinks. And again, our women, this is how they're represented. Just everybody can just come in from around the world and have a piece of our little girl. Because after all, it's all just a big old party now, you see? See that? Just a big old party. You drink, eat, drink, and be merry while you get sold off. You see that? Eat, drink, and get married while you get sold off to the world. See that? Just a big old party. Just a big old party for the whole world to come on over and have a piece of us. This is it, folks. We're just an amusement park for everybody. So I hope this has been informative, because they're not hiding it. Once again, here's the crown jewel. So everybody's coming to steal the crown, the queen. Our lovely friends, the Jesuits, builders of globalization, and Jerry Brown is a Jesuit. You're not hiding. This is not high conspiracy. We don't need space lasers or aliens to explain what's going on. It's just happening in front of our face. And I have 3 people here, which I think is fantastic, because the truth isn't meant for everybody. It's meant for a few of us. I love books. I mean, come on, folks. guy looks like he's had a hangover. He's kissing the black rock. So these folks are coming. If you saw my last video, I saw Pakistani Muslims jumping the fence. Yeah. They're like a meddlesome aunt or a meddlesome stepmother that wants to they can just never leave well enough alone. Wonder if we got some other interesting pictures to show you. Oh, lots. There you go. You guys notice anything in there? Yep. Okay. Well, look at another picture. Somebody keeps talking about IsraAIDs, right? There's all of our fine young children that they want to bring in from all over the world. Notice those little funny little signs. They're little hand signs. I don't know. It could be me, but do I see some sort of gang signs? Oh, yeah, absolutely. We'll talk about that later, Mr. Knott. Mr. Fred Knott. But just for right now, I mean, it's so much for me to keep up with. This is once again their little painting over here. You notice anything funky with this symbology? I'll do other videos, folks. But I'm just showing you guys kind of a behind-the-scenes look of who's behind this big old mess. Like I said, I could go down and mix it up at the border, but I'm different. We're always going to be chasing our tails until we go behind the scenes. You see our buddies, these globalists. They're a little kumbaya and let's have a party. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Rome will rise again. I mean, I keep hearing that. Let's see, let's find one of my more favorite pictures. Dun 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 dun. Tell me that guy doesn't look sinister. Oh yeah, let's make a deal. Just wringing their little hands furiously while they sell us. Oh yeah, make a deal. See that? I want to find the good pictures now. So I hope you're all enjoying this little show. Hope we're all having fun here at the library. Oh, here we go. I don't know what that says. Does it say Jahia? Oh, our spiritual war, our jihad. Jahia, jihad, I mean potato, potato. Same people. He's like he's interesting. What does that say? Gentiles. So they're always showing us what they're gonna do. Here they are. These are the guys that think they own us. Amongst others. Oh, wait a second. Here's a picture I like. Now tell me that doesn't look spooky. That looks like something out of Star Wars. Is that the Black Pope? I don't know, folks. You tell me. Here's some propaganda. So this young gal, Flo Walks, she's one of these activists, and she went and took pictures of the wall in Israel and then compared them to the wall here in San Diego. She's got a website. See all that? So I'm just showing you a bunch of stuff that you can pick up in a library or on the street. And I'm going to close this video off with a YouTube video real quick. Okay? Let's go ahead and look up Yahoo. Excuse me, YouTube. We're going to look up chinchilla breeding. Chinchilla breeding runs. Okay. See that?
There's a lot of options when it comes to the different types of cages that you can buy. There's a lot of different things that you can get. We have one here with a pull-out game on the bottom. Some cages have a solid bottom to them.
Where they're chinchillas.
Here on the outside, and that's the kind of thing that this way they can't usually touch it when they're like too long things. You don't want to use them.
See that? So those are our countries and those are our borders.
Sapphire, which is fairly rare. You don't see it very often. He is got the black velvet gene in him, and also the sapphire gene, and that's what gives him that extra dark.
There we are, folks.
Of the sapphire on top.
This is how they see us.
With a extra dark ebony female who is pregnant, and also a standard gray female who is also pregnant.
Let me show you one more thing with the chinchilla breeding collars. Now, the way the chinchilla breeding collars work is each of these cages has a hole in it. Okay? You see that right there? So that hole allows the male chinchilla who doesn't wear a collar to go through that hole. And then the female chinchilla wears this manacle or this collar, and that prevents her from going through the hole. So the males can run around and cross borders like these migrants without their manacle, back and forth between the cages, while we are trapped. Do you understand? This is how they see us. We're their chinchillas. Some of the chinchillas wear the manacle, and they can't get through the holes, while other chinchillas don't wear the manacle. You see that right there? There's the hole. So some of these chinchillas don't wear the manacle or the collar, and they can go through the hole, while others wear this collar, which prevents them from going through the hole. And that's how their breeding is controlled. So let's get a good look at this. See that? So the collars, the chinchillas without the collars can run around between the cages and hump all the females. And all the females, or whoever's trapped in the various cages, wears a collar and they can't get through the hole. And that's how it works. That's how countries are created and bought and sold. Got to remember, folks, they have their own airport. Montgomery Airport, they have their own communities. They don't even have to go drive on the surface streets with us sweaty masses. So again, thank you for your patience and your time. And if there's any questions or comments, feel free to leave a remark. Our lovely Jesuit. So these are the lackeys. These are the puppets that run the state. And I showed you the people who own us. If there's anything else, go ahead and leave a comment. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and close out. It's been almost an hour, and my time in this room will be finished shortly. And again, I thank you. And this has been a long time, but once again, this is all ad hoc, unscripted, and unprepared. I will be doing more videos in the future. So thank you again for joining me. You're welcome, Fred. So before I sign off, is there anything else you find people would like to say? Yeah, that's right. That's right, Mr. Davis. That's right. That's right. It looks like they're flashing those little signs, huh? Thank you, Walter. I mean, any comment, is excellent. Thank you. I really appreciate the fact that people like this. Thank you, Walter Davis. And thank you for joining in the stream. And again, please excuse my ineptitude. I will get faster. I will be better prepared as I make more videos. But this is one of my first videos. And again, I don't know. This all looks pretty creepy to me. And once again, we're just scratching the surface. Thank you. I very much appreciate your comments. if you guys want to make fun or troll, that's fine too. Mods are for retards. I don't care what people say. I mean, if people think I'm crazy, that's fine, and we're just barely scratching the surface. But once again, this is all stuff that you can pick up at a library, or you can find at your at your local church. This is this is just something I picked up at a local church. Here's the backside. Yeah, I know. I know what it says. Here's another book that I really enjoy, Danubia. So when we talk about the Habsburgs, I'll get a little deeper into them, but they're basically, these people changed their names. For all I know, it could be Brownberg. And this is a political show. This is political theater. So once again, I've been here for almost an hour. And if there's anything that anybody would like to say, speak now or hold your peace until the next video. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off shortly. I have one more person left, so if you can just hit the thumbs up. Tell your friends to like and subscribe. And thank you again for joining me. Go ahead and let me know in the comment or in the chat if I'm too loud or if I'm coming in clearly. I'm DT. What does that mean? Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and leave this stream up. So if you guys want to review it, make any comments, by all means. Don't get distracted driving, all right? I don't want anybody having accidents. So if you need to take care of your family or something that's important, please do. I'm just grateful that more symbology. I'm just grateful that everybody's here to watch my stream. And again, I'll do my best next time to be more prepared. Maybe things will go along a little more briskly. And how much longer until complete social collapse? You know, that's a good question, Razor Queen. Thank you, Fred. I'm loud and clear. With regards to societal collapse, that I do not know. But what we have is something akin to a corporation. And if anybody knows anything about corporations, 90% of all businesses or corporations fail because of poor management. A corporation, or a body or a business, has a game plan. And sometimes when they become public, they become too diversified. And they forget their original purpose. They forget what made them such a great corporation. So they become too diversified and they start falling apart. And not even the head of the company or the CEO can stop the machinery of this corporation from failing. So Trump, right, wrong, or indifferent, may not be able to stop this. America's like a ship who has a hull. She has a destiny. She has a course, and she's out in the ocean, and the captain can only do so much. All these parts have to work perfectly together to have a nice, tight, little, smooth-running corporation. So in a roundabout way, I'm saying When will the ship sink? I don't know. That's a hard call to make. It could grind on for quite a while longer, or it could collapse very quickly. We just don't know. I mean, I would like America to hang in there for another few hundred years at least. I mean, at least, you know what I mean, but who knows if the captain of the ship or the crew sabotages the ship or steers it off course, or now that the ship is all beat up and neglected and we hit a storm, then there's a huge number of factors that can sink her, just like the Titanic. Nothing's too big to fail, especially in light of what's been going on lately. So once again, this is the behind the scenes. These are the people running the show, so to speak. Everything else that's going on the border, that's just a symptom of the HIV, or AIDS, since some people are calling it. And none of this is being hidden. Jewish Family Services Center is open for business. You guys have their website now. You have their address. You see they have their own airport. They're right there in the crown. They consider themselves the nobility of San Diego. They're right there living in the Saints' crown. And they're selling us out. That's the hub of it. So our pearls, our universities, our pearls of wisdom, La Jolla, right next to Karl Strauss. Our Marines, our flight power, our best and brightest, right next to the Green Flash Brewery. Decadence, a party. We're no longer strong. We're no longer healthy. We're just like a spoiled debutante, getting drunk, wandering around on the world stage, and eventually we're going to get tossed to Mexico. Or whoever comes up through Mexico. So again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I've been here for almost an hour, and it looks like they're about ready to kick me out of this room. So give me a thumbs up, and I'm going to sign out in 3, 2, 1. Good night.